Hello and welcome. This is the Market Wrap. I am Agam Akil, and it's been a positive start to this trading week considering we have seen advances for the benchmark indices. The Nifty has seen an advance of around 50 points, and among the key contributors, as you can see here, we have Britannia Industries along with Tech Mahindra, TCS and Infosys. IT companies gaining today and will providing the bulk of the gains. On the losing end, we have weakness in BPCL. Yes Bank continues to weaken. Coal India, GAIL, along with Tata Motors, among others, which are bearing down on the indices. But for now, the close for the benchmark index is positive. Coming down to your broader market index, well, a few more losers as compared to gainers, at least on the NSE 500. Still fairly evenly poised between advances and declines. Demand Housing Finance recovering 7.5% after the sharp drop that we saw last Friday. Fortis Healthcare, Cox & Kings, Manappuram Finance and Thermax all advancing by more than 4.5%. On the losing end, however, the ADAG companies continue to remain under pressure after severe weakness that we've seen in the earnings for a bunch of these companies. Gen Irrigation, of course, among the others, along with something like a PC Jeweler, Suzlon Energy, all shorter favorites which have been off late and well bearing the brunt of that pressure, sustained pressure coming through. But on that note, let me bring in our markets editor for a perspective on the markets. Hi Neeraj.
Or the lack of it.
Or the lack of, yeah, for that matter. But what's your reading? What are we getting from the conversations that you're having?
I don't know. I mean, most people are wedged between what will happen and what will not happen. The specific stocks, bottom-up stories don't quite have a handle. We're speaking to the SocGen head of AM strategy as well. And again, no clear opinion on what's the kind of impact that will come in as a result of all that's happening in the trade war, etc. So both on the global as well as on the local front, a bit perplexing. And with the kind of accidents and the quantum of accidents that are happening, I mean, previously we've seen some small ticket 2,500 crore companies going bust, etc. Now we've seen the larger accidents happen quite frequently. It's just souring the sentiment in the market. So let's wait and watch. Never say never, but we're holding on to 11,900 as we say, so you can't complain too much. But the broader market breadth certainly has worsened quite considerably the last few days.
Right, Neeraj, if I can employ you a little more, we spoke to Rhythm Desai today. What are the takeaways?
He's bullish, well, he has been for a while.
Right.
But he's bullish on the base. He believes that the growth base numbers will also come out well. So that was one point. He's very bullish on autos leading up and disruptive themes doing well. But you got to ask yourself if autos alone and some financials can do the trick. Or do we need the rest of the market participants to happen? Because there's only as much that you can take an HDFC Bank and Bajaj Finance higher from the levels that they are at right now. Let's wait and watch.
Okay, Neeraj, thank you for that perspective there. So that's as far as markets are concerned, but let's talk about one group which has been under sustained pressure and today hasn't been any different. I'm going to get in Darshan Mehta to talk to us about the ADAG group companies. Darshan, hi. We've got some earnings over the weekend and there's clearly the pressures because of that.
Yeah, basically there was a delay as far as earnings was concerned, both by Reliance Power and Reliance Infra. So after the 29th, when they were supposed to do it, they said that we will declare the numbers on 7th. Reliance Power finally gave the numbers out on June 8. Reliance Infra still has not given. That's why both of them were under pressure. Revenues were down 35%. EBITDA was down 35%. A net loss in excess of 3,500 crores on Reliance Power, and that dented. And that was account of various impairments that they had done across a lot of assets. Even if you take that out, the finance cost was much higher than the EBITDA itself. So there is a lot of pressure there. If you're looking at the auditor comments indicating that the depreciation method was not right, the intercomposite deposit issues were there. So all these factors putting pressure on Reliance Power, which was down in trade. Reliance Infra is the parent company of the same, and that actually also corrected significantly because they have also not declared numbers till now.
Okay, Darshan, thank you for getting us those details. So, well, ADAG companies will remain in pressure. Of course, we're also awaiting earnings from Reliance Infra. But there was yet another, well, mid-cap bank, if I can call it that, which is also under severe pressure, J&K Bank. We have Shefali Malik who's joining us to give us an update on the same. Shefali, what's going on here?
In an announcement on Saturday, the government of Jammu and Kashmir actually ordered for removal of the now ex-chairman, Mr. Parvez Ahmed, and ordered that another person, Mr. R.K. Chibber, be appointed. Now, why that has been done? Nothing was mentioned in the press release, but there were reports of malpractices, corruption, nepotism, etc., various charges like terror funding, etc. That's always a concern with regards to Jammu and Kashmir Bank for obvious reasons. So there are allegations, alleging all of these things that I just mentioned. And so on the back of that, the chairman has been changed and the stock price fell today as much as 20%. Then towards the end of the day, it actually recovered. And the management held a con call today and it tried to allay all these concerns. And it said that, it has been done only to improve the profitability of the bank. So the management was actually trying to camouflage, by saying that their focus is on the profitability. But they also said that, this has been done mainly because of the complaints received with regards to all these malpractices. So going forward, we will be keeping a very keen eye on any sort of developments that come out of the same.
Okay, Shefali, thank you for bringing us those points for our viewers. So some very important points made out there when it comes to J&K Bank. And well, we all know that it has been susceptible to various negative news or news flow for now under pressure, eventually closing the day with losses of around 12.5%. So we'll be watching out for that one as well. Well, on that note, it's a wrap on the markets, but lots more lined up. Stay tuned to Bloomberg.
Every once a while, there comes along a visionary who dedicates himself to transforming an entire industry.